Any line is cat.
Shout out to Nathy and most importantly, most fam. Shout out to y'all for tapping in. I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but I got caught up in business stuff. I told y'all when I'm not on here, I'm mostly doing something else like important as well as reacting. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all was in the comment section like what somebody said. They said Remy Ma is a good like battle rapper, but she's not a good like artist. I can't agree. I can't disagree because I haven't really heard like too many Remy Ma songs to really agree or disagree with that. But I heard probably like three max songs. I could definitely tell she comes with aggressiveness when she raps. Um, Bars, she definitely got that. So if that is the case, then I'll probably just have to listen to more songs. But I know Nicki Minaj, um, she's expanded with her whole music career, pop, bars. She could do it all. You feel what I'm saying? So salute to her. She definitely came a long way. Definitely want to give her flowers. She came a long way as an artist. Um, but we ain't gonna talk too much. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video. I want to let y'all know any video over an hour and over, I do not clip it. I do not split it. We go straight through. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video.
I love pina colada mixed with Remy. Red. Shout out to Remy. Free Remy.
Word.
You know what?
I remember
Free
this.
Remy. Fuck you. Free Remy.
Rest in peace to the chicks that's dying to be me.
Nicki Minaj v Remy Ma. Let's talk about it. Unlike the Nicki Minaj v Lil Kim fight, I actually did know a lot about this feud, especially since I was already on the internet when she either dropped. But what I never knew is how far Remy Ma flip-flopped from saying that she loved Nicki to dropping an entire 7-minute diss track filled with nothing but straight up lies. So, in today's video, we will be talking about the history and timeline of the feud between Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma. Okay, before we start, I just want to say thank you so much to the people that liked my previous videos, subscribed to my channel, and left positive comments. Like, there were so much positive comments, guys. It's insane. But on the other side of the grass, I did receive a lot of hate comments and people saying I'm biased. So I'm not going to try to promise anything anymore. I'm going to tell the story truthfully and I'm not going to twist the facts. But my bias will show at some points. That's going to happen. As I said,
Okay, I respect him for admitting that he got a little bit of biased ways, but sometimes it's not always biased. Like, how can I say it's like whenever something not in somebody's favor or something like that, they're gonna always say bias or but it's just like you got an opinion, like I got an opinion. That don't mean you gotta have a problem with me over my opinion. That don't mean I gotta have a problem with you over your opinion. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna agree on every single thing.
a big Nicki Minaj fan and I'm a full-time barb. If you don't like that or if you feel like I'm being biased at any point, click off the video. I'm open to constructive criticism. If you feel like I missed something or you don't like a part of my video, comment it down below and I will try to respond. But if you're going to insult me,
Yeah, that's a fact too, cause like I know y'all said y'all rock with my energy, y'all rock with the way I react to vids and stuff like that. I see a little bit of dislikes here and there. It don't be that much, but if you disliked something I said in the vid or you disliked the vid I reacted to, you don't have to dislike it. I done did this with somebody else. Just get in the comment section. We can debate. You know what I'm saying? You could basically try to make me see things from your point of view. Somebody else did that with me like a few days ago, and I was able to see things from their point of view. And we had a mature conversation. You know what I'm saying? We ended off with basically thanking each other for having a mature conversation and not getting like upset or anything or disrespectful. It was straightforward.
your comment's gonna get removed and you're gonna get blocked. Okay? I don't have time for your negative energy. Also, this video is in no way meant to bash Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma. Let's start. Let's go at the very beginning. On February 7, 2006, Remy Ma releases her debut studio album, There's Something About Remy, based on a true story. The album did moderately well, with the album selling over 35,000 copies in its first week, and it peaking at number 33 on the Billboard 200. On one particular track on the album called she says, "I'm the queen of rap and there is none higher." So she early on asserts that she is the queen of rap. On July 2007, Nicki Minaj released her mixtape Playtime Is Over, and one of the tracks on the mixtape is a freestyle called Dirty Money, which used the instrumental of Terror Squad's Yeah 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 track, which had a verse from Remy Ma. And if you're not familiar with the Terror Squad, that is basically the group Remy is in. Nicki says in the freestyle, "Tell the bitch with the crown to run it like Chris Brown. She run 3 rounds, I'ma need 100 thou. Like Chinatown, bitches better bow down. Hog, you ain't know, bitch, your bitches know now." Some people interpreted this as a diss towards Remy, and one of the people that interpreted it as such is Remy herself. She reveals at an interview when she was in jail.
I really don't condone, like, y'all help me see things from a different point of view. So it's like, sometimes the label make 2 female artists feud, you know what I'm saying? It brings in streams, it brings up, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things. I don't really be caring for it. But if it's bars included, I'm gonna definitely pay attention. Like, if it's bars included and they going at each other with bars, not the petty beefing, which I really don't care for. It just mostly be the raps, for real. You know what I'm saying? That gets me excited. Like, oh, she bringing out a different type of bag. Okay, cool.
Spoiler alert, that she confronted Nicki about the line at a party.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like when she came out, she had did a freestyle over the Yeah 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 beat. She said something like, "Tell a chick with the crown and run it like Chris Brown." When I seen that at her party, I was like, yeah, what was that line about? Like, I brought it up to her, whatever. Like, I don't know, to this day I think it was a stab at me. I'm gonna get you back for that, by the way.
I mean, at least Remy is true to her word. From her wording and how she tells the story and even how she describes Nicki, we can infer that the feud was non-existent at this point, and they were still friends. Remy, unlike a certain someone, understood the essence of hip-hop, and she knew this was just a playful diss, and she said it herself.
That's what you do in rap, and I'm cool with that.
On August 2007, Remy releases Jesus Christ, a mixtape wherein she just continues to assert her title as queen in tracks like Queen of NY and Banned from NY, with lines like "The Queen of NY, boy art the easy, please believe me," and "Is the Queen of NY Remy Ma, and I ain't nothing to fuck with." Then on May 13, 2008, Remy is found guilty of first-degree assault and is sentenced to 8 years in jail for shooting a friend who allegedly stole $3,000 from Remy's purse. While in prison, she does some interviews, like the aforementioned clip I showed you earlier. On February 20,
that situation was because somebody stole from her? I thought it was a whole different situation or something like that.
2010, Remy does an interview with Hot 93.7 with Jenny Boom Boom, and in here, she shut down rumors that her and Nicki had a romantic relationship, which was a thing apparently. She also says that she is happy for Nicki and that she likes her, not in a romantic way.
The rap game's been messed up for females. I mean, I know Nicki's been doing her thing now, but it's.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
I never heard that any of these chicks that I put under a rock falling back out. I'm actually happy for her. I like Nicki.
Listen.
Minus the gay stuff, but yeah.
Wait, let me ask you about that, Remy.
What?
Because that whole video came out where she supposedly, well, Craig really bought into it a lot more than I did, but where she said that, you know, you and her had sex. Did you have sex with Nicki Minaj?
Yo, that's a bold question to ask.
I'm just asking. Because she said y'all had sex. I need to know.
I had sex with Nicki anybody. I never had sex with any girls ever in my life, and I never would.
Okay.
But as far as Nick as a person, like, I'm cool with her. Like, when she was coming up, she used to go to my parties, I go to her parties, and we was cool. I never had a problem with her. It was different when I was coming up. Chicks that was cool with me, that was on at the time, they liked me. But then when I started popping, they didn't like me anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go back to this Remy-Nicki romance rumor. So there were some gossip here and there that Nicki and Remy had a romantic relationship. And it's ridiculous, you guys. There is no evidence that they had a thing. And this rumor really escalated when Remy's alleged ex-lover comes out and reveals their relationship. And people say the girl looks awfully like Nicki Minaj.
I just want to let y'all know out there that, you feel me? Remy, first off, I love you, baby. I used to fuck with her. Straight off. I know her. Used to chill with her, smoke with her, drink, pop bottles, burn L's and all that. I did had relations with her and all that.
All that.
You feel me? It's whatever though. You know what I mean? And
what did she do to you?
I just told you she ate the
Yo,
box.
tell him AJ Cousin stomped them boots.
And you mad because she acting like she don't know you now.
Exactly, B. Not picking and nigga calls up.
Tell her you
know what
AJ
I'm
Cousins,
saying?
you
That
stomped
is
them
clearly
boots.
not Nicki Minaj. It doesn't sound like her, and they don't even look alike. They only look similar at certain angles. We can fact check this and look back at Nicki's old pictures. That's clearly not Nicki Minaj.
Of course.
Right now, tell him I can have my baby back. I am not gonna call him.
Here, the intense training gets the better of this young actress.
Yo, that's crazy. She still looked the same at that point, of course, but she just looked like smaller, and it's funny to me.
We gotta be careful.
Did I hit you with the phone? No.
Yeah, it looked like it. She didn't? Oh, okay. But soon.
But you never know. I mean, Nicki did say she used to be bi and now she's just hetero, so... Whilst Remy was in jail, Nicki Minaj does a lot of interviews and she mentions Remy a lot. So I'm just gonna put a compilation of the interviews Nicki did that mentions Remy.
So, do you get that a lot? Those type of, questions or whatever about,
Yeah, I mean, people always ask me about female rappers. I got love for all the female rappers because all of the female rappers that I've spoken to and met, like, they show me love. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Remy. She showed me love. Girls that, was able to make a name for themselves. Kim, Foxy, Remy. Shout out to Remy. Free Remy. Word. You know what? Free Remy. Fuck you, free Remy. Shout out my girl Remy. Free Foxy. And we like really I got love for all the females, but I just gotta say, Nicki Minaj ain't nothing to fuck with. And I can't be touched, so let's go. I'm ready.
Anyways, in March 2010, Remy does another interview and she talks about Nicki Minaj. This is the same interview I showed you earlier. Here are just the other things Remy said about Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj is gained and risen basically to the top. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
I'm happy for her. That's great. I'm happy to see any chick that's from the hood trying to do a 1-2 thing. I'm happy. When I was home, I used to see Nick all the time. She came to my birthday party. I went to one of her parties, and I remember her from when she was on the Come Up DVD. She had her baby fat bag, pulling stacks out the bag or whatever. And the chicks that was that was out before me, and they used to be like, yo, yeah, Ram, whatever. But when I started doing my thing, they started throwing shade on me. Like they ain't wanna fuck with me no more. Like the industry, they make it seem like it's 1,000 dudes out here. 962 of them is dead whack. But when it comes to the females, they make it seem like it only could be one. Like that's it. The rest of them, that's it. And they try to put us against each other and make it seem like, oh, Ram, you gotta go at her. She's coming at you. And I'm like, why do I have to go? Like she's stopping me from being who I am. I'm still being Ram. I'm still be Ram regardless. Then I'm pretty.
Honestly, I think a reason like labels do that is because like if everybody's money, cause let me break it down. With labels, it's all an umbrella. They all under one. So if you sign to one label, that label is under another label. Every label is under another label or in connections with each other in some type of way. So it's like, even if you're not signed to them, they still benefiting in some type of way. You feel me? So it's like if everybody's just pushing this one female artist and putting all their money in a pot for this one female artist, it's going to be hard for them to do so if that female artist got competition. So what's the best thing to do? Knock out the competition.
They Ken Ben saying that she was Barbie, or the new record that came out, the freestyle she did.
Oh yeah, that was just an example. This ain't got nothing to do with Nicki and Remy.
The Jamaican beat. Oh, she's stealing Foxy's flow. I know who I am and what I do. I'm so content. And I've been saying this for years. I'm so content in what I do and in my capabilities. I'm not I don't feel inferior to nobody, and I'm not intimidated by nobody.
On May 22, 2014, Nicki Minaj gets on the phone with Hot 97 and they asked her if she was down for a Remy collab, and she says this.
Hey Nicki, so Remy Ma is getting out of jail in July. Can we look forward to a Nicki Remy Ma collaboration in the future?
Talk about it.
Oh, that would make me very happy. That would be very exciting.
So how can we make sure that happens? Like, what we got to do? I'm told she's gonna sign the MMG. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's real.
I think. I mean, as soon as she get out, Ram, holla at me.
On August 1, 2014, Remy Ma was released from prison after serving 6 out of her 8-year sentence. She then quickly does another interview with Funkmaster Flex the next day on August 2, and she speaks on generally female rappers and then later talks about Nicki Minaj, saying, "What I think happens with females in this game, they tend to allow other people to pit us against each other. I've said this before. They make it seem like there can only be one female. It can be 1,000 guys that's putting out music and rapping and doing what they do, but when it comes to females in this hip-hop business, they make it seem like there can only be one. And if there's more than one, then alright, y'all better be at each other's throats every chance that you get." And anytime you say one of these things, they're like, "Oh yeah, she has to be talking about this person when she said that." And I just feel like it got really crazy, to the point where I wouldn't tolerate it, me personally. Some people, they're led easily astray, which I do agree with the statement, but coming from Remy, it's ironic, don't you think? Remy also talks about how Nicki supported her during her incarceration, saying, "Even when you get to people like Nicki, throughout my entire bid, numerous times I've seen interviews she's done where she's like, 'Free Remy' or 'Tell Rem to holla at me.' So I could definitely say on my behalf, I haven't gotten any shade from any of them. Old school, new school, nothing." Mind you, by this time, Nicki Minaj was already an international superstar. She has already released both Pink Friday and Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, and she was currently in the era of the pink print. On August 20, 2014, Remy does an interview with Ebro Darden on Hot 97, and she was asked about her private conversation with Nicki Minaj, and Remy says this.
I think that I would like to keep that conversation private, because that's what it was. It was a private conversation. What I can say is that she's a wonderful woman and she's on the same page with me. Like, there's no need to try to tear somebody down. I know that I'm super proud of her, that I'm happy for everything that she was able to accomplish, and to not let people make her feel like she's doing anything wrong by being successful. She extended her hand the same way that I would do to someone else, and so some people that would die to probably get her on the phone, and they can't. So, I look at that as, an honor, as well as, a mutual respect for each other. I'm looking at my Instagram and I'm seeing people like, "Oh, you got to do this to Nicki," or "You got to do this," or people making these stupid memes or memes, or however you pronounce it. And it was just so grown woman of her to be on the same page that I'm on. Like, I don't care what nobody say. "Okay, that girl never did nothing to me," and she's amazing at what she does. I know what she's capable of, and I respect that. I would never, ever come at her crazy and try to tear down, 1, a female, 2, a black female, 3, a black successful female that's doing what she's supposed to be doing.
What happened? On August 21, 2014, Remy talks about the feud between Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim.
And then when you have Lil Kim going at Nicki, I feel like you could bridge that gap. I feel like their voice is respected.
I mean, I feel like that too. I demand my respect in a lot of ways, but as far as that incident, how can I fix that? That's a problem between them. I don't know what exactly the problem stemmed from on either person's side, and I think that's a problem that has to be mended and fixed between them. Nicki has to come and want to fix it, and Kim has to come and want to fix it. If not, eventually it's gonna either die down or go somewhere crazy, and I don't really see it going anywhere crazy. Yeah. But I can't fix that.
Okay, so after Remy Ma was released from prison, she obviously wanted to get back in the rap game. So she released a lot of freestyles around this time, and one of those freestyles was to Nicki Minaj's Only. So I listened to the freestyle, and I don't think there was any shots towards Nicki here yet. Most of the lines are just general rap lyrics, so I don't think it was a diss towards Nicki. On March 29, 2015, Remy Ma does a freestyle over Truffle Butter by Nicki Minaj featuring Drake and Lil Wayne. Remy started her freestyle by saying, "I'm like in a minute, let me body bitches records," which some people say might be a diss towards Nicki. She then continues by saying, "Yeah, for the million I will kill these pop hoes. Ain't no one in the streets like me and pop hoes. About to put y'all out of business, shop closed." Some people point out how Remy called out pop hoes, and people are saying this might be a diss towards Nicki, as Nicki at this time was being criticized for crossing over pop with hits like Starships. Remy also raps, "She a little hoe, black eyes like a raccoon, knock out, leave her snoring, leave her head full of blood, girl, you should join a rap group."
I mean, when it comes to switching over, For anybody that's trying to be an artist out there, a switch over is something that's always necessary just to test, you know what I'm saying, different avenues of rap because it's like if you stay in the same thing, everybody gonna be like, oh well, they always sound the same, this, that, and the third. But even with that, I can't really say that because with people saying a rapper or whoever sounds the same, it's always favoritism with that too because there'd be a lot of artists that sound the same like on every other song and nobody points it out. But once the artist is getting hate, that's when everybody wants to point it out. It's just weird to me.
Because as a soloist, you boring. In here, some people say that this might be a diss towards Nicki, as Remy might be referencing Nicki's collab with Lil Wayne called Knockout. On March 2, 2016, Remy Ma, alongside Fat Joe and French Montana, released All the Way Up. It was a moderate hit, as it peaked number 27 on the US Billboard Hot 100, and it remains as Remy's only top 40 hit. This song proves that Remy could have still had a good career without dissing Nicki, but I digress. During the BET Awards in 2016, Nicki won the Female Hip Hop Artist Award, which she has been consecutively winning for 7 years up to that point. And Remy Ma congratulated Nicki on her win through a tweet saying, "Congrats to @Nicki Minaj for your BET Female Rapper of the Year 2016 award." And Nicki responded to this saying, "Oh my god, thank you Remy. That means so much. Congrats to you as well for an exciting year." In August 23, 2016, Remy Ma releases a remix to Young M.A.'s Ooh, and she is speculated to be taking shots at Nicki here. Remy raps,
"You was on the most wanted list, but ever since you came home, you been running shit. Why she can't make another hit? Scared to come out.
I think I heard this.
Then, on September 5, 2016, Nicki Minaj fires back at Remy Ma with the Pink Print freestyle. Nicki raps,
Hill pads. I gave bitches time, but they still mad. Don't ever talk about Nicki in the past tense, unless I flop past that.
I know this
ass in
one
the
ain't
fast
copyrighted.
bench. Fuck out of here, you dumb bitch. You know I'm pretty and I'm witty and I'm dumb rich. You throw shade, but I sun, bitch. And now you know what I'ma say. You my son, bitch.
Then, on September 17, 2016, Remy Ma does a cypher at the BET Hip Hop Awards, and in her cypher, she says this.
The queen of NY, true boogie down Bronx. They should call me Boogie Man, cause I'm a motherfucking monster. Radio Remy, I keep a few sponsors. I'm fresh for real, these bitches are imposters. Take away they stylists, they don't know what style is. I've been fly since junior high, bitch. You the biggest bird on Sesame Street. And I'ma scramble your egg, keep running your beat.
So her lyrics were perceived as a diss towards Nicki. And this is kind of supported by the fact that she uses the phrase, "I'm a motherfucking monster." And Remy said it in a way very similar to how Nicki said it in her monster verse. And after that, she says, "These bitches are imposters." She also says she's the queen of NY, which people also think is a diss towards Nicki, considering the queen of rap has been synonymous with Nicki. And she's made it into somewhat of a title, catchphrase, and lyric for her. On October 18, 2016, Nicki does an interview with Ebro in the Morning, and she reveals she wanted to get on a song with Foxy Brown and Remy Ma. She says, "When I was working on the Pink Print, I wanted to do a song with Remy and Foxy Brown. And I still have that song to this day. It was on a Diplo beat, but it
Major shout out to Foxy Brown, man. I feel like she deserved way more credit. And I don't know what came about to make people start like downing her or dissing her or discrediting her because like when you mention the foundation right now for a lot of female artists, the two first people that come up is Lil Kim and Foxy Brown.
It was super hard and hood, which is supported by this clip of Remy saying Nicki did want to collaborate with her.
Nicki just recently said she wanted to do a song with you. Have you talked to her about that, or?
It's fun. Never take his hat off.
We spoke about working together, like when I first came home. She had reached out and she was working on her album. Like she said, she had wanted to do a song with me, her, and yeah, and I just didn't want to do that. I didn't think that that was something that I wanted to do.
On November 11, 2016, Remy releases Money Showers with Fat Joe and everyone's favorite chorus singer, Ty Dolla $ign. And on the song, Remy raps, "Bitch claiming she the queen, what? Not hardly. Who the fuck gave you your crown, bitch, Steve Harvey?" So she was basically calling out someone who claims they are the queen. Wonder who that could be. Okay, I think this was a diss towards Nicki because there are only really 3 people that Remy might be dissing. Nicki obviously because she was really establishing herself as the queen of rap this time. Lil Kim, which I think is another person Remy could have been dissing other than Nicki because they did have a feud that dates all the way back to 2008. And Lil Kim refers to
I even
herself
know
as a
Remy
queen.
Ma had
And the
beef
third
with
person
Foxy
Remy Ma
Brown
might
too.
be dissing is Queen Elizabeth because she does proclaim she is the queen and Remy might be angry that an entire country thinks she is the queen. So I personally lean
Yo.
on Queen Elizabeth being the one Remy takes shots at. Also, Money Showers gave us this iconic scene.
Wait, stop the motherfucking music. You, are you dumb? Assume the fucking position.
No, hold my gun, fellas.
Say it loud.
Money shower.
On November 15,
Nigga said,
2016,
"Money
Nicki
shower."
Minaj released an unmixed version of Black Barbies on her
Yo.
SoundCloud, and she then released a mixed version of the song and made it available for digital purchase on November 30, 2016. In this song, Nicki raps, she said she got a hit record. I said, ooh shit. Picked up my phone cause I had to call bullshit. These bitches having nightmares of my new shit. These bitches pussy and they don't even do shit. Fans speculated at the time that the lines were directed at Remy, and that Nicki is referencing the success of All the Way Up and the phone call following her release. Also, I want to point out that Nicki said this in the song. These bitches ain't elusive. Go against a queen, your career gon' be elusive. And someone's career did become elusive after they went against a queen. So, on November 22, 2016, Remy does a remix to Fresher's Wait a Minute, and in the song, she raps about a rival that she
wait a
has that
minute.
some people think is Nicki. Listening to the verse, Remy chose her words very carefully. I noticed Remy focused on calling out a single female because she uses the word she a lot, and she was calling out an enemy. And I think this was Nicki Minaj. Clearly, it's about her. For me, this is supported by the fact that she uses lines, points, and insults that she will later revisit and reuse in Sheether. So let's go through the lines. Will I smoke this bitch? Yes. Probably fail my piss test. So Remy's basically saying here, will Remy smoke this blunt? And will Remy body this girl in a rap battle? Get rid of those fake breasts and put a vest on this bitch's chest. This can be a reference to the rumors that Nicki Minaj has had breast augmentation surgery. That ghostwriter about to call her, that lifeline getting shorter. Now, this could be a reference to Nicki Minaj, because around this time, internet browser and Nicki Minaj's biggest fan, Safari Samuels, starts claiming that she wrote Nicki's raps.
Come on.
Can
man.
I just say,
yo,
Safari,
don't piss me off, man. That nigga can't rap himself. Don't piss me off, man.
we know you didn't write Nicki's raps. How can you write all of these hits for Nicki, yet you can't write a hit of your own? This comment I saw in this video sums up what I think about Safari. Sad thing is,
He
his
had to
life
be
is always
trolling.
gonna be known as Nicki Minaj's ex, and will forever be that because all people want to know from him is about Nicki, and you don't hear people asking Nicki about him, and I 100% agree. As Nicki said,
But now you getting interviews, and every time you do an interview, they asking you about Nicki Minaj. So it's like we help each other.
so this lyric is a possible reference for Nicki. This is also supported by the fact that Safari had a diss track towards Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj entitled Lifeline. And Remy Ma said that ghostwriter about to call her, that lifeline getting shorter. So I think it's pretty strong and fair at this point to say that Remy's verse was aimed at Nicki. Also, I just want to point out that in this video, Cardi B made an appearance. So anyways, on November 22, 2016, Remy and her husband takes a pic with Safari with the caption,
I
"If you ain't
mean-
hating getting
Cardi B and her had problems since around that time? If so, I ain't know it.
line son," chopping it with the epitome of hashtag relationship goals, my at Papoose, and the queen of NYC at Remy Ma. Hashtag stunt gang, me and this man have the most in common. Crazy how you can meet someone for the first time and it feel like you've been knew them. Even if Remy Ma didn't mean for this to be shade, it didn't look good, especially since you are posing with someone who's trying to discredit the career and legacy of a fellow rapper, a rapper that you claimed you like. On December 8, 2016, Remy Ma, alongside her husband Papoose, does an interview with Funk Flex on Hot 97, and both did a freestyle. Remy raps, "All this talk about my son and your son, I'm hot and your whole world revolve around me, bitch. I am the sun." This could be a reference to Nicki Minaj's signature line, "All these bitches is my sons." Papoose ends his freestyle by saying that there can only be one queen, and Remy in the back says facts. On February 17, 2017, Remy Ma and Fat Joe released their joint album, Plaza o Plomo. The album debuted
remember
at
that.
number 44
remember
on the
she
Billboard
promoted that.
200 and number 19 on the R&B hip-hop with first week sales of 11,158 units sold. Throughout the whole album, Remy Ma is speculated to be dissing Nicki Minaj, with one of the lyrics saying, "Y'all bitches got fat while we starved, shots in your ass, pads in your bra, y'all some liars, it ain't no facts in your songs, and yet a crown is coming back to the Bronx." And remember this lyric, because this lyric is gonna prove that Remy Ma was lying. So by this point, we can tell that something is happening between Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma. Remy has been taking multiple jabs at Nicki from various songs, and befriending Nicki's past and future enemies, and Nicki wasn't saying anything at this point. But then, Nicki was featured on two songs, Swalla and Make Love. Swalla by Jason Derulo featuring Nicki Minaj and Ty Dolla $ign was released on February 24, 2017, and it was a worldwide hit. In the song, Nicki raps, "I gave these bitches 2 years, now your time's up. Bless her heart, she throwing shots, but every line sucks. So this was a mild jab at Remy. Nicki is saying she gave these bitches 2 years, which, if Nicki wrote this rap back in 2016, would result in 2014, the year Remy was released. She also says, bless her heart, she throwing shots, but every line sucks, which could be a reference to the countless drags Remy has thrown Nicki. So, thinking about it, this rap lyric isn't really that much. It wasn't that offensive or anything like, oh my god, did she say that? But Nicki also released Make Love, and she went off on this one. Go against Nicki, it's gon' cost ya. Cause now it's fuck ya. In the course ya, I don't see ya. Bitch, I'm the greatest, no Kendrick and no Sia. I'm the iPhone. You the Nokia. Everybody knows
I think I remember
jealous,
this song.
Bitch, it's so clear. I got it in the can. Dole, your career gonna be with Anna Nicole. With your dumb ass face. She ain't eating, but I swear she got some bum ass taste. Text
Oh, yeah, I
her
remember
man
this song.
like dog, how the bum ass taste? Pay your rent and stay in your bum ass place. Oh, you in the
he was waiting for this.
One platinum plaque.
Yeah,
I
he
gon'
was
drop,
waiting for this,
bitch,
right?
where? Bitch, where? You see, silly rabbit, to be the queen of rap, you gotta sell records. You gotta get plaques. S, plural, like the S on my chest. Now such a dumbass down. You got a F on your test. Okay, so a lot of people speculate that the lyrics in Nicki's verse were directed towards Remy. Nicki is talking about someone specifically because she said see ya, and she was really talking about someone and just basically restates the fact that she is the queen of rap. And as Remy said,
I
she
was
is
waiting
the
for
queen
that.
of NY. So this might be a jab towards Remy. And the less than stellar sales of Remy Ma and Fat Joe's latest album, Plata o Plomo. But in one of the interpretations when I looked up the lyrics on Genius, someone had an explanation to who Nicki's verse might be directed towards. A much more convincing explanation at that. So Jamel Monjour Lewis, shout out to him, said Nicki wasn't even talking about Remy and Make Love. She was talking about Azalea Banks. She took shots at Nicki on Facebook and told Nicki to stop calling herself the queen of rap. Number 1, 2012 is Azalea's only platinum plaque. Or plaque, period. Number 2, Azalea put out an album called Broke with Expensive Taste, which might be a reference to bum-ass taste. It sold under 2,000 copies in its first week. Currently, still under 50,000 copies. Album flop, bitch, where? Number 3, allegedly, Azalea Banks has been struggling to pay her rent recently. Pay your rent and stay in your bum-ass place. So this is the post Azalea Banks made. This actually makes a lot more sense than Nicki dissing Remy, because Azalea Banks actually did publicly diss Nicki, unlike Remy, who has been subliminally taking shots at Nicki. Now on February 17, 2017, Remy and Fat Joe does an interview with Hot 97, and Remy was asked whether she was subliminally dissing Nicki Minaj, and this is what she said.
First of all, Nicki Minaj never did anything to me. There's no reason for me to stop her. Somebody do it to me, I'm gonna want to smack your head off. Like, that's how I'm gonna feel. So
Oh,
I try
shit.
not to do that.
And we don't want that to happen.
And we don't want that to happen.
Oh, okay.
So that's number 1. Girl never did nothing to me. Number 2, any person I ever had a problem with or felt any type of way about, I will have no problem saying your name. I don't want you sitting there wondering if I'm talking about you. Maybe she's talking about.
Yeah.
Check it. Look into it. I don't care. If I have a problem with you, I really don't care. I don't want somebody else to think that I'm talking about them. I want the shit. It's not gonna be a sub. It's gonna be a direct headshot. The problem is, Nicki has been reigning for so long that anytime any other female says I'm the best, I'm the dopest, this chick is like. Any time anybody say that,
So this
you
is the
have to be
cliche.
talking about
This is
her.
the cliche.
Now, this is very, very, very funny, ironic, and hypocritical. Because less than 1 week later, guess what happened? Remy Ma released Sheether. This interview really highlights my main problem with Remy, which is the amount of time she flip-flops over this feud, but I'm getting too ahead of myself. Sheether by Remy Ma was released on February 25, 2017. The song used the beat of Nas's own diss track Either, and this is a 7-minute long diss track aimed at Nicki Minaj. Remy tweeted, "You wanna see a dead body?" Open close parenthesis, little kid from Boys and the Hood voice. And she tagged Nicki Minaj.
She
Also,
said
put the
she's gonna come
hashtags
direct.
hashtag
She
bars,
did.
Hashtag bars only. The song became the talk of the town. People were praising it and saying, how can Nicki come back from this? Y'all already know this song. I'm going to be biased, but I'm a barb, and I hate this song so much. Because imagine someone who you really idolize and love be attacked with lies so their career and legacy could be taken down. Not to mention, this song really fueled the Nicki hate train. My personal thoughts on this song, I don't think it's that good. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it has no replay value. Okay, so I'm not going to break down the song bar for bar, because if I did, this video is gonna be 2 hours long. But I will mention the main themes and this is she used against Nicki. Okay, so in the beginning of the song, Remy asserts that she wasn't talking about Nicki in the previous songs we talked about. Then she claims Nicki stole her iconic line, "These bitches is my sons," from a Remy tweet, which I can confirm the Remy tweet. Then Remy references a line Nicki said in Make Love, when Nicki said, "Trying to win a gunfight with a bunch of knobs." Remy talks about Nicki's alleged butt surgery and implants, Nicki's relationship with Safari and how Meek snitched on Nicki.
I mean, people keep saying that Nicki got hate. I be looking like weird because her fan base and her supporter base is crazy. So I don't know if that overshadows it or what. But the only crazy thing I've seen in the media with Nicki Minaj is the butt shot jokes or something like that. I never really seen anything too crazy as far as like her getting bashed or anything.
That Safari was cheating, Nicki being disloyal because she's been in 3 groups in her career, claiming Nicki started the feud between Meek and Drake. Remy claims Nicki has had sexual relations with Gucci Mane, Puff, Fendi, Ebro, Trey Songz, Drake, Wayne, and that she fucked the entire empire. She also calls Nicki an A-list groupie. Remy claims Nicki has a ghostwriter and that Drake and Wayne have written for her, and since Safari isn't writing for her, she's not winning anymore. That Nicki is a kid in the She brings up Nicki's beefs with Taylor, Mariah, and Miley. Remy accuses Nicki of being...
I doubt she did that with any of them because from what I'm understanding, she always wanted to be taken serious as an artist. So it's like, if she did that, she wouldn't be taken serious as an artist. She wouldn't be looked at for her talent. She'd be looked at as for like, oh, well, if you get a studio session with Nicki, this may go down, or this may go down. So it's like, nah, I doubt it. But who knows? I don't know what she doing on her personal time. So
in a 360 deal, and that she supported her brother Jelani, who is convicted of predatory sexual assault and child endangerment. Oh my god, that was such a long list. I'm not going to debunk all of these theories because I don't want this to be super biased, but what I can say is a lot of these are lies and a lot of these are debunkable, okay? After Sheether dropped, Nicki responded by posting on Instagram a video of Beyonce singing Nicki is the queen of rap. She also posts on Instagram stats of Remy Ma and Fat Joe's latest album with the caption "Yikes" and the facepalm emoji. Less than 1 week after Sheether dropped, Remy released another one. No, that's literally the name of the song. Remy released another one as a diss track towards Nicki when Nicki didn't immediately respond. Remy used the picture Nicki Minaj posted after Sheether dropped for the cover art of the song. Remy raps, "Now they so busy shooting videos and I'm like, nah, where the fuck is your song? I mean, come on. Waited 4 days, ma, where you been? I came here in the robbery playing Little Kim. Don't know what made you think that you could fuck with Rem, but I guess it's what I gotta do to make ya spit." So Remy's basically mocking the fact that Nicki has not yet responded to her. And also how Nicki is posting photos from a video shoot instead of releasing her own diss track. The response to the track online was overwhelmingly negative, as people were making fun of the song as Remy's failed attempt to going back to back. In an episode of Hip Hop Squares, Remy Ma was asked to complete a Nicki Minaj lyric, and she says this.
You know what? I'm kind of thinking that she would have said something about her butt, cause that's always like the every other 2 bars. The name of the song is Anaconda. Like, you gotta talk about your assets. Like that's what she's talking about. I'm actually a big Nicki Minaj fan, and I know all her lyrics. And her next line is,
my boy
"Now
French."
eating some tacos.
No, I actually can
Oh
confirm
yeah,
when this was
French. You gotta explain yourself for being all oiled up at the table with Diddy on your birthday. That ain't no females around, ain't no biddies around. You know what I'm saying? You are oiled up at the table with Diddy, with him singing happy birthday to you. What that's about, my boy? You know what I'm saying? You gotta explain that.
filmed, but this was released after Sheether. From the way she talked about Nicki, it was probably before Sheether. I don't think what she said was shady here, but this clip is just weird, considering the events that will occur. On February 27, 2017, Remy performed Sheether at the Hip Hop and Soul concert, and people were criticizing her, saying that Remy forgot her lyrics. Which some people use as evidence to the theory that Papoose wrote Sheether. On March 3, 2017, Remy Ma does an interview with Wendy Williams, decked out in black, in which she implies as a funeral outfit for Nicki. And this is what they talk about.
But why was Nicki targeted? It wasn't that she was targeted. I hear people like, we're waiting for her response. Like, that was a response. She started. And then I feel that it's weird because she's been doing this to a lot of females, from Little Kim to Mariah to Taylor to Hannah, like, and no one says anything.
What is it that she does?
Well, it wasn't necessarily, the little subliminal stuff on records, because I didn't care. I don't care about records. And, I'd spoken to her before, like, whatever you say, you're supposed to say you the best and none of y'all better than me, whatever. It was the behind the scene things that you people would never know about, as far as trying to keep me off of red carpets and trying to make sure awards don't go to me, or she's not going to be in attendance, or trying to get people to make bad reports about my album sales, or just anything that I'm doing to make me look less and make her look better. And I have a problem. When you're trying to stop my bag, when you're trying to stop me from taking care of my children, now I have a problem with that.
I think we all thought that this had to do with music.
No, I didn't care about the record. To me, the record that she did that everyone was saying, and that I also heard, behind the scenes, that she was promoting as the record that was going to end me, I thought it was whack. I didn't care about that. I really, to be honest, I didn't care. What bothered me, like I said, was the behind the scenes things. That why you so up and you're so on top of everybody, you're better than everybody,
I mean, if that's the real reason why she felt the way, then okay, cool, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to stop your bag, and your bag takes care of your family or your kids, I can understand that.
You worry about little old me over here. Like, I just came home from prison. I don't want no problems with nobody.
I don't even know what she's going to come back and say to you.
I mean,
honestly.
I'm not waiting to hear anything, like, at all. Like, I'm done. Everything that I said. Like, people have been calling me from every different media outlet and X, Y, and Z. I don't really care. They've got
The money
record.
stop thing,
No,
though,
I mean, that was my
that's
problem.
a big deal. That's a
And
big deal.
They're still trying, like, instead of, keeping it hip hop or whatever, they've been trying to do things like pull it off of SoundCloud and pull it off of YouTube. It's still #2 last time I checked on iTunes, but I probably got about 2 more days before it comes in. So make sure you guys go and get it if you want to hear it before it's gone. No, seriously, I'm going to say one last thing, and I'm not going to discuss it anymore. This person, just based on what I've witnessed, is not a nice person. I learned anything from this, it made me realize that I have to be a certain way to everybody. Because so many people have been coming, and the things that I've been hearing, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna say that, please. Like, that's too much.
Is it too late for her to come back? Because look, when Little Kim, when she mentioned Little Kim's name in a song, she came back in like 2 days. But it's been, what, almost a week now. Is it too late?
I'm not waiting for anything. I said what I said.
Okay.
I don't think they heard that. What you say?
My grandmother told me to never speak ill of the dead.
Oh.
I have a lot of thoughts, but I'ma keep it to the end. Whilst Remy was doing all of this stuff, Nicki was preparing in Paris for her clapback towards Remy Ma. And after 2 weeks, Nicki Minaj released her 3-pack from Paris. The 3-pack from Paris contains No Frauds, featuring Lil Wayne and Drake, the official diss track towards Remy Ma, Changed It, featuring Lil Wayne, and Regret in Your Tears, with No Frauds and Change It being aimed towards Remy. Alongside the release, Nicki posted this on Instagram. #No Frauds, #Facts Only, featuring @Champagne Papi and @Lo Tunchi. #Young Money Till the Death of Me, committing perjury. #I got before. #I got before and after pictures of your surgery. #Stop surgery shaming before I post them. #Fraud. Diss records can be lies. Great diss records are facts. But here at Young Money, we don't do diss records. We drop hit records and diss you on them. I got a bunch more on cock. Pause. The greats took 3 months to respond to diss records. Queens don't move on peasant time. Queens shut down Paris, then drop hits on #Queen Time. I love my fans. Y'all the real MVPs. Been writing my own rap since I was 11. God knows. Next week, I'll beat Aretha for the most Hot 100 hits on Billboard by any woman in the world ever in the history of music. Stay in your bum ass place. Jealous?
Okay. Of course y'all would know this. Do Nicki write like all of her raps, like all of her raps? Cause like, I mean, if it's not a bad thing if she don't, because even the greatest artists then how writing their hits. Feel me? It's not wrong
Pussy
with it.
gets you nowhere. Love to all my bad bitches. Now I got a countdown of my own for Shanae. You got 72 hours to drop a hit and I'll give you $500,000 if you can book any show or interview without mentioning the queen name. On another note, my album is nothing but waves. Lol, my babies. You're gonna get your complete life. Love you guys so fucking much. Let's go. #No Frauds. #Change It. #Regret in Your Tears. Reggie Martin and SO to Lady Luck for speaking facts. They act like they didn't see her interview though. Lol. Nicki, So in No Frauds, Nicki raps, I ain't in the projects, but on my bricks is up. You can't be Pablo if your work ain't selling. What the fuck is this bitch in Helen? I would have helped you out the picture.
Yo, I swear. Yo, he did this video. It was waiting for the lyrics part.
Felon, I am the generous queen. Ask Miss Ellen. So here, Nicki is saying Remy's work is not selling. And if she didn't diss Nicki, she would have helped her. Nicki also has some wordplay with felon, and when she said it, it sounded like felon. Because Remy Ma was a felon and was in jail. Try to drop another one. You was itching to scrap. You exposed your ghostwriter, and now you wish it was scrapped. Heard your pussy on, yuck, I guess you needed a pap. So in here, Nicki brings up Remy's second attempt at a diss, another one. Nicki also references the fact that it is widely speculated that Papoose, Remy's husband, wrote Cheater for her. And she's playing with the words pap, meaning pap smear, and pat.
Okay. I misunderstood before then. For Remy Ma, it's like, it depends on in what situation you're getting ghost written for. Because if it's going against somebody, and you really got ill will feelings towards that person, you supposed to write that yourself. That's how I feel. I feel like you supposed to write that yourself.
As in Papoose. What type of bum bitch shoot a friend over a rack? What type of mother leave her one son over a stack? So again, this references the time Remy shot her friend over $3,000, which led to her arrest. And that one line, though what type of mother leave her one son over a stack, Remy reveals in an interview is what got her son bullied in school. Back to back? Oh, you mean back to whack? Back to back? Me and Drissy laughed at that. This references how Remy tried to do an attempt at back to back with another one. But it failed. They say numbers don't matter, but when they discussing the Kings, they turn around and say LeBron ain't got 6
Yeah,
rings.
that Drake back to back was golden because it's like Meek Mill got on some Martin Luther King type stuff, on some we all got to come together and all that. Then after he got out, he went back to regular. He went back to regular.
I never signed a 360, bitch, you wild dumb. That's why Jane clearest verse for your album. So Nicki is just saying that Remy's claims that Nicki was in a 360 deal was lies. Shanae, you were fraud committing perjury. I got before and after pictures of your surgery. I took you to a doc, but you don't look like a raw. Left the operating table still look like nah. Okay, phew. That was a lot. No Frauds was accompanied with a video in which featured Remy's ex-BFF, Ra Ali. Nicki also dissed Remy in her other song in the 3-pack from Paris, changed it with Lil Wayne. And Nicki raps, no, you can't bone boy, ain't no Lisa here. She gon' dread this Nicki like Lisa here. I buy Lil Boy, ain't no Lisa here. The bitch gambled her career, now it's gonna be severe. That's such a bar when she said bone it. She's playing in the words of bone it, as in have sex, and also bone it, which is Lisa's last name. And Lisa's hair is on a dread. And she's also referring to the emotion Remy will feel after she dissed Nicki. That she said she gon' dread this and Nicki like Lisa hair. Bars. The 3-pack from Paris really showed Remy who's the real queen, as all 3 singles charted on the Hot 100, with No Fraud speaking at number 14, Regret in Your Tears speaking at number 61, and Changed It peaking at number 71. In comparison, she either peaked at number 19 on the Bubbling Under chart. On March 10, 2017, Remy goes on the Another Round podcast, and here she says she's not proud of Sheether.
But it just
Yeah,
bothers me.
I remember.
that
Yeah, I remember she said that in the last one.
This record that I put out, where it's literally picking apart a female, went so viral and every media outlet wants to talk about it and pick it up. I feel like we could have did that same thing working together. Like I would have liked it so much better that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why
it doesn't.
Didn't you?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Were there projects you were supposed to work on?
You can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do. Or and sometimes I don't know. I don't really know because we never had that conversation. Maybe one day if we sit down and be like, why didn't we work together? Or what was the problem? Or did you feel any type of way? So I don't know. I personally think it would have just been so much cooler to be like, yo, she's in this world and she did this, and I'm in this world and I did this, and we came together and we made something crazy. And everybody's like, yo, did you hear that sheet that they did together? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking about something different as opposed to, yo, did you hear the sheet that where Rem was like, da, 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 like, I just feel like it could have been totally different. I'm not, I don't
regret it, but I'm not as particularly proud of it. Like, I don't feel like, I just think it's crazy the way people celebrate, you know, women attacking each other as opposed to working together.
What's ironic about this is, Nicki did give Remy a chance to collaborate with her and Foxy on the Pink Print, but Remy refused. So again, we are presented with Remy's lies not stacking up. On May 13, 2017, Remy sits with The Real and talks about this.
You got a few things that you want to say about those headlines?
No. The dust has settled. You know, some people don't get that the dust has settled. But I can understand it's kind of hard to see the dust settling when you're in the grave under the dirt. So I'm just happy that I'm new and improved Remy Ma.
Oh, shit.
Remy Martha, I's married now. You know, that old girl, that old Remy Ma, you know, I'd have been beasting still, going extra hard, but...
So you've had growth.
I've grown. You know, I say all the time I'm petty, but there's a little thin line between petty and pathetic. You have to stop at some point.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know?
That's true. And for you, is it kind of like getting it off your chest and then you're like, I'm good?
Yeah, I'm done after that. Like, I said what I said, and that's it.
Well, Remy Martha, let's check your Hot 100 entries and let's see whose career is dead. On May 16, 2017,
Nah,
Remy did an
he's
interview
shiesty
for
for
the
that.
Cruise show where she was asked about her feelings on Nicki Minaj's No Frauds video, and this was her reaction.
Yo, I have to bring it up, but Ra in the No Frauds video.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. That disappointed me. You had no idea she was gonna show up in the video. Did you get a heads up? Because usually somebody will let you know,
No,
like, yo.
but I wasn't like particularly shocked. Like,
Well,
It's
no.
expected at this point.
I wasn't really shocked.
Yeah.
Nothing, you know what? Nothing shocks me anymore. I'm never like, oh my God, I can't believe that. What you like? Nothing really shocks me and nothing really moves me neither. I have to care to be like, oh my God. Like, if you don't care,
Then it's nothing.
It really doesn't matter at all. I would guess the only question that probably piqued my mind is like, why are you lying though? Strange. All right, moving on along. That's like if you guys stop speaking or you guys are not hanging with each other, and to make me mad, you hang with somebody that you think, you know, has a problem with me. That doesn't make me mad. That just makes me say,
So-
shish, good thing that I'm
Yeah, it just shows me who you really are, basically.
not around you. Like, that,
Right.
Now I see your true colors.
No, it makes you feel better.
Right.
If
it's
anything.
like, whoa, dodge that bullet. Like, it doesn't
Exactly.
make you feel any type of way. So I guess if that was supposed to be like a shot,
Yeah. Exactly.
I missed with that one.
On May 18, 2017, Swish Wish by Katy Perry featuring Nicki Minaj was released as a promotional single for Katy's album Witness, and it was later released as the album's third single. In the song, Nicki says, "Silly rap beefs just give me more checks," which is a reference to Nicki and Remy's feud, and how Nicki is just making money off of it. On June 9, 2017, there was a listening party for 2 Chainz's album, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music, and in there, a clip of Nicki's verse on Realize was played, which had obvious disses towards Remy. Nicki raps, she says she's doing it where? She wanna sit in my chair, but she could never be my heir. This is a dig towards Remy's claim for the crown. I've been winning 8 years consistently, at least respect it. Papoose wrote a eat the record, but I broke a read the record. See, this is chess, not checkers. You cannot check the checkers. Did Nas clear the ether record? Nah, but I broke a read the record. Okay, so in here, Nicki just asserts how she has been on a winning streak for 8 years at the time. Nicki also claims that Papoose wrote the Sheeter diss track. And she also brags how she has broken the Aretha record, which is the most Billboard Hot 100 entries by a solo female artist with her 3-pack from Paris series. As a response to this, Remy Ma releases a Mask Off remix on June 9, 2017. Murder Next? Who I murder next? Maybe her and not Shane worth it yet. I burned you, your new name is Bernadette. She also fired off these subliminal bars. Pulled up riding in the range, you know you winning when your enemies is gang. Fake models, hosts, getting cute, don't hang yourself trying to be up in the loop. On June 11, 2017, on Hot 97's annual Summer Jam, Remy Ma performed there, and she brought out a ton of female rappers. She had a lot of female rappers with her, such as MC Lyte, Lady of Rage, Lil Kim, Cardi B,
I remember this,
Young M.A, Moni Love, and Queen
this
Latifah,
whole performance.
who performed Unity. She did this because she wanted to show female rap unity. Remy also showed pictures of Nicki Minaj on the screen while she performed. Can we talk about how ironic this moment is though?
Love a black woman from infinity to infinity.
Fuck Nicki Minaj.
Queen Latifah sings Unity and says, "Love a black woman from infinity to infinity." And literally after that, Remy Ma performs Sheether, a track aimed at bringing down a black woman. This is also another critique I have. It's always female rap
Yeah,
unity,
okay.
unless it's with
I get it. You can't say you didn't even really like doing the record because it tears down somebody and then moves on a little bit and then you perform the record. So it's like kind of backtracking.
with Nicki Minaj. I don't know if this move was for Nicki Minaj or for women. Though I think Remy was really good with her intentions here. I don't know. It just feels wrong. It's like she's almost compensating for bringing down a black woman by bringing up other women. On June 18, 2017, at Atlanta's 107.9 birthday bash, Gucci Mane was a performer, and he brought out Nicki Minaj. Nicki performed Make Love and Freaky Girl with Gucci Mane, and No Frauds with Lil Wayne. Nicki also said in this event, "Make some noise if you have a hating ass, fraud ass bitch in your life."
I remember that line went viral.
Now the reason this is so gag worthy is because hours later, Remy Ma performed with Fat Joe on the same stage. Yes, Remy performed in the same event where Nicki performed her diss track. Remy said this after the event.
Wait! I know! Niggas is not out here trying to act like we was all in the same building and you was acting all tough and hardcore. Like,
Nah, hardcore got it.
I know. Do you know nobody believes that you're tough like that? Like, stop. It's actually painful to watch. But let's go. Exhibit A. To Remy Ma, thank you for participating in the Hot 107's birthday bash, this, that, and the third. My performance time is at 8 p.m. Birthday bash. Due to recent security concerns, immediately following all performances, wristbands will be cut and artists will be escorted out of the arena. Backstage access limited to performers only, no entourages. You'll be asked to leave if you don't have a pass. Absolutely no guns, no weapons, not even for security.
She also posted this. "Everyone knows I'm still on papers and I really be on some chill shit. Perhaps that's why bitches out here frauding. Hashtag why you frontin' like you did something. Hashtag you waited till hours after I left. Hashtag like you always do. Hashtag stop mentioning felons so that alleged
That's a lot of hashtags.
get off trial. Hashtag no frauds flopped. Hashtag Drake didn't laugh, he put his head down in the video." On June 25, 2017, at the BET Awards, Remy Ma wins Best Female Hip Hop Artist, dethroning Nicki's 7-year consecutive win. Mind you, Nicki skipped on this award show. This is Remy's acceptance speech.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
I just want to say, y'all bitches got fat while we starved. Shots in your ass, pads in your bras. Y'all some liars. It ain't no facts in your song. And yeah, that crime is coming back to the Bronx.
In here, Remy Ma uses a song from the Plata o Plomo album, Spaghetti. But, if you recall in Sheether, Remy says she wasn't talking about Nicki. But then she uses a song from an album which was released before Sheether? Huh? You see how things aren't adding up. On the same day, Nicki posted this on her Instagram saying, "Attention, I love God." According to Universal Records, this year alone, my album catalog sold 325K worldwide, and the hashtag The Pink Print is now at 4 million worldwide. Since January, I've received 11 Billboard entries, and yesterday, with an ASCAP award, I became the most awarded female rapper in history. To top it all off, this year I received the title for most Hot 100 entries by any woman in the history of music, a title previously held by Aretha Franklin for 40 years. They don't want you to post your achievements and accomplishments. It makes them uncomfortable, but you must, because every day, people broadcast your failures. They shout them to the mountaintops. So never, ever stop posting your accomplishments. I love my fans so much. Thank you. Hashtag NBA Awards Monday. Can't wait for you guys to see my performance. The next night, Nicki performs Realize, No Frauds, and Swish Wish while appearing at the NBA Awards. So after this, they continue to throw shots at each other in various songs. Remy Ma dissed Nicki in the collaboration she had with Lil Kim called Wake Me Up. And in that song, Remy raps, "You fake ass bitch, you owe homage, pay that shit, spray that fifth, the crown, I'ma take that shit, cause you a clown and homie, you don't play that shit." Remy then references Nicki's rumored relationship with Nas. "I heard he laid that dick, you let him fillet that fish. He just met him, how he bait that quick. I'll say it to your face, don't gotta relay that shit. If
Is that
Nicole
true?
the Kidman OJ that
I seen pictures with him. Is that true or no?
bitch." Nicki Minaj disses Remy Ma in a lot of her songs and features, such as No Flag, where she said, "Say the queen name, you could get some ill pressed." Motorsport, wherein she said, "Watch your man, then you should watch your mouth." And then I Can Even Lie with DJ Khaled and Future, wherein she said, "Keep your man off my Instagram, bitch. 99 problems, but ain't one a damn, bitch. G-Flow, even when I lamb, bitch. Looking like Pocahontas, yeah, they want my lamb, bitch." Which references how Papoose was caught lurking on Nicki Minaj's Instagram by liking a comment on a pic. She also disses Remy in her 2018 double releases, Chun-Li and Barbie Things. In Barbie Things, Nicki Minaj raps, "It's time to make hits and it's time to diss. How you still diss and still can't find some hits? Was it worth it? Something I mind the bit, still on the show getting no chips, time to dip." Which is a reference to Remy being in love and hip-hop and her still not having any hits. In Chun-Li, she raps, "Oh no, she tryna be friends like I forgot," which is a reference on how Remy Ma flip-flops on the feud. So over the years, it seems like the feud has died down. And even Remy at some point defends Nicki Minaj. I'm gonna put a compilation of Remy interviews that she did right here.
I had great respect for what she was able to do and what she was able to achieve. And when I came home, we had a conversation where she actually reached out to me and we spoke, and I was just like, anything I say, they're gonna say I'm coming at you. Anything you say, they're gonna say you coming at me. Like, we're not gonna let it get to us. And I thought that's where we was at. What led up to the whole Sheetha thing was I just kept hearing so much things that was going on behind the scenes, and I didn't understand, why would you do this to me? And it was one last straw that I felt like that had just broke the camel's back. I was already annoyed with everything that was going on. I was like, yo, as long as this is the way it is, nobody, not just me, no women are ever going to be able to succeed as long as this is how it is. If you don't sound like this, if you don't look like this, and if you're not bowing down to her, we not never gonna, you know what, I don't give a now. This is what we doing.
I'll never forget that day. It was a Saturday CIAA weekend. We was in Charlotte, and for whatever reason that morning, I was going back and forth with Nicki on the text. I think she was going back and forth with you too, right, Envy?
Yes.
And she was going back and forth about Remy, and I'm telling Nicki, I don't think Remy has a problem with you. And Nicki is like, yes, she does, and I know you boosting it up. And I'm like, Nicki, you're bugging. I've never heard Remy talk bad about you. And about an hour later, Sheetha came out. And all I could do is hit Nicki back and say, my bad.
I got cursed out that day. I definitely did.
And I really didn't know. I really didn't know they had an issue on that level.
Like, if people was to see the text messages that I still have, that we was having, like, they wouldn't even believe that it went bad like that. Like, it's stuff that I could have pulled out of those messages that would have been way worse than anything that I said in Sheetha. But I'm just not fat. I'm like, it's one thing if we sparring and we battle, but if we ever was cool and we was friends and you told me something in confidence, even when we stopped speaking, I'm not gonna go tell all your business or make up lies about you or say anything
I
that you
suspect.
told me while we was cool. Like, all of that, you good on. You good on that.
What was the final straw that you said, yo, I gotta drop this?
The final straw is when somebody that is very credible, that we all know, and has sent just pretty much showed me messages that was from her, just talking so crazy and just like just pretty much praying on my downfall. Like, yo, I can't even really say who it is, because say what it said, because then it was people know who said it. But
I mean, you might as well say in a way, because it's like when you trying to express something and you saying it in a certain way, if people are smart enough, they gonna pick up on who you got your info from.
Time anyone came to me and was telling me like, yo, this was sad, I was like, nah, I don't believe it. Niggas is just saying that because we had a conversation. I told her, like, yo, you're supposed to say you the best. Same way I'm supposed to say I'm the best. Niggas gonna try to put us against each other, whatever. So anytime anything like that happened, I was like, yeah, this is the lane that they always try to do, to try to put people against each other. When I saw it with my own eyes, I'm like, damn, like my nigga, like how you hate on me, or like how could you try to wish bad on me? I come from the bottom, like nigga, I just did almost a dime, like I'm nowhere near nobody else is at. Like I'm in my, we not even in the same lane. Like you over here, I'm over here. I'm trying to get my bread. I'm trying to get back. Nigga, I'm still probably still have my jail ID. I want to say something real quick about the Sheetha shit, because a lot of people like, yo, was it worth it? Your career did, like, first of all, let's be clear. Like I'm so far from broke. Let's just
Yeah,
say
a lot of people, were saying like, far as like Sheetha, it did bad for Remy Ma's career. Let me know what y'all think about that.
many checks from so many different places. Like sometimes I lose count, but I feel like it wasn't about saying one thing to advance me to somewhere else. Like anybody that know me know that I've always helped other females. Like any chick that ever encounters me, new or whatever, like any knowledge that I have moving forward or from comfort, like I pass on. And I just feel like that was me at a moment where I'm just like I was just angry that somebody was like really doing that to me. Like I just feel like I don't deserve that. Like not me. Like if you want to hate on somebody, but what happens is with people, and it's crazy because people don't never want to give us our credit. I feel like regardless of whatever happened with Sheetha, that door opened the doors for all the females that you get to see right now. You would have never heard them ever.
I believe it myself. I really believe that you opened the door. Even the big move that you did when you brought out Cardi B at Summer Jam before.
Yeah, but in Nicki's defense, now I see why she wasn't dealing with some of these bitches, because yo,
you know, it's two ways.
Like, there's no
ways.
I mean, what's crazy now is how Cardi B got Remy Ma as our profile picture.
looking sometimes like some of these women, like, and I'd be like, yo, it's enough room for everybody. Like, why you doing shorty like that, or why you like? I just don't understand like their thought process or their logic. Like, so when you do get in that spot, most of the time, if you're a female, anybody else around you gonna be like, nah, lock it down, keep it for yourself. Don't share your spotlight with nobody. Don't let nobody in. But
Nicki Minaj versus BET.
Okay.
BET was rather hurtful during the awards. What did they say when Cardi won? They said something about Nicki is still being dragged by her lace front. To which Nicki didn't respond well to.
I could see how that could be dangerous for the writer, but you know, contrary to popular belief or what people would think I would believe, I do think BT was dead ass wrong.
Yes.
You know, not because that I feel she wasn't getting dragged by her lace front on the internet, because people was really ODing. Like once Cardi won, I don't even know why people always correlate. But it's not even that. If any female in rap does anything, you know, it has to be compared to what she's doing or is not doing. The entity, especially being BET, is supposed to be Black entertainment.
Right.
So, like, why would y'all do that? Why would y'all be pitting two against each other? Like, how can
I
you
mean,
congratulate
okay, let me chime in on this part, because it's like it even surprised me with Biggie and Tupac, like with the magazines that was put out to keep it going, like, and this was only a beef between two people that even the fans had to say so and what was going on and constructed the way everything went. So that whole situation was just crazy. It's always gonna be like that because the people behind these networks and these magazines and all that, they benefit off of drama. That's what gets the, you know, outlet popping. That's what gets, you know, more attention to their stories or whatever.
Won, because that's what it was. It was a congratulations to Cardi for winning. And then in your next breath, you know, you downgraded someone else. Not only someone else, someone that you have slated to perform at one of your shows. Like, that was just a stupid business move.
But whose hive is stronger out of the two?
Right now?
Because it seems like both of them are leveraging their audiences. Second, it's
I
bigger.
think
She's more popular. It fluctuates.
What you have to understand is people's audience, their fan base is usually a reflection of them. They feed off of the energy that you give them. And I think when you sick
your fans onto other people. Like, I think that's wrong.
That's why. See,
I
those are
don't
the
know.
exceptions,
That's because
not
you're
the
not
rule.
a female and you're not a rapper, so that's why you probably think like that. So yeah, as a veteran, as someone who's made major achievements and achieved so many different accolades in her career, she shouldn't have to deal with you. She should be past the mark where all of those things don't matter. But as a female, as a black woman, and you powerful, don't start losing any of that power.
Let me ask.
Don't,
Let me
because
ask
they
the
gonna
three
come
of
for you.
y'all. I want to ask the three of y'all something before we move on.
That's with any artist though. That's not just with that. That's with any artist. As soon as you pop in and then one thing happen that makes you seem like you're not lit anymore, everybody comes to tell you now.
What's wrong with being the second biggest female rapper?
There's nothing wrong with being
especially if the first one is really, really, really big.
It's nothing wrong with being the second. There's nothing wrong with being third, fourth, fifth. The problem is that no one cares when it's men. It's only like
That's
that
what I
when
was
it's
gonna
women.
say.
No one cares when
No one
what?
cares. Like, no one's sitting here still arguing over who's the best male rapper. No, you don't see Kendrick and J. Cole out here trying to tear each other's throats out, arguing with each other. You don't see people every time J. Cole sit down asking him about Kendrick in his interviews or any of these things that goes on with women.
I don't want Stefan Don to continue to talk about Nicki.
Then we don't get Sheether if that
Here's why I
don't
disagree.
happen.
Right, but no, that shit can happen
That was
behind
totally
the scenes.
different.
I'm sorry, Jinx, go ahead. Skill, like.
But they're never gonna talk about the skills when it comes to females. They don't even respect our pen. If you write a verse or you say a verse that's too crazy, automatically they start questioning who actually wrote it, that it could not possibly come from you. And they always put you against each other. I'm pretty sure after this airs, they're gonna have blogs. They're not gonna say, hey, Rem defended her and said, yeah, BT was dead ass wrong. They'll be like, oh, did you hear what Rem said? This and this, and then she's gonna be the victim.
One day I want to come in here and just.
But someone like 50 could sit on his page and talk crazy about everybody.
And he's
anytime,
hilarious.
And
He's
it's funny.
Yeah, 50 Cent funny as hell.
Well,
I
it's
ain't
her
gonna lie.
show, and if I can get somebody that has been pissing me off for the past couple of years to sit there and tell them to shut the fuck up and make sure that they are shutting the fuck up and turning their fucking mic off and black on them and know nothing's gonna happen. They're not gonna say that. They're gonna sit there and be like, can I speak? Can I respond? Can I say something? Can I get a word in? I'm gonna wail on you. And I got Pap standing right there like, what we doing? Absolutely. I'm gonna go all the way left with it. So why skip the show if I can actually come to your show and disrespect the person that I feel was disrespecting
If
me
you can,
on
then
your shit?
that's rare. This is the one time it happened. Most times it happens.
Oh no, this is the one time. This is just the
And
beginning.
then the
Because
world-
if I was somebody that had a problem with Joe and I was watching it, good luck with trying to like,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm violating you from
No,
now
you're not.
on.
But it also
Why?
works as
You
long.
don't think that opened up a door
He said,
when
no, you're
people
not.
see? I'm gonna give you my personal opinion. I think
That
when
is a
people
woman.
see.
That is a woman.
First of all, that was mistake number one. You're never gonna win an argument with a woman. If you are winning the argument, you're gonna look stupid because that's a woman. If you aren't
Yeah.
winning the argument, you still look stupid because you just got screamed on by a woman. Even though I scream on people all the time, it really doesn't matter. Let's leave myself out of the equation. Like, I'm a you know, but what I'm saying is, you really can't win in those type of situations.
Man.
I'm telling you, this is how people think. You're saying like, yeah, I want the niggas to try it, but I know how people think. And it just sets a precedent. It's the same way if you're sitting here and you talking to me, you talk to me a certain type of way, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna say like, oh, she let Joe talk to her like that? All right, cool. It doesn't even have to be a disrespectful way. Let's say if you being a little too flirtatious with me. Oh, we could go there with Rem like that? If Joe doing this on TV, watch when I see her. You understand what I'm saying? People tend to feed off of what they see out there. I feel like the same way you felt. It could have went a totally different way.
Okay, she makes sense. People feed off basically what they see you accept.
I watched it, and I got some of the things that she was saying because I know how that feels to feel like people that were supposed to be your friends or people that you thought was cool with you, and then they say some left field shit. You be like, damn, like I thought we was all right. I know that feeling. It's upsetting. It makes you angry. It makes you want to comfort them. And I know how that is.
Also, I want to bring this Nicki Minaj clip up from Queen Radio, wherein she talks about Remy Ma and Sheether.
You know, with Remy, she handled it. She's, you know, she did her thing on wax, right? And I always have to speak the truth, whether or not, however things went down, I have to speak the truth on that. You feel a certain way, you're a rapper. Deal with it that way and rap.
And the feud pretty much dies here. I might have missed some moments, but I think I covered all of the crucial bits. So
I said that she said that in one of my other videos, somebody was like, "Nah, she didn't say that." Um, she clearly just said it right there.
Let's proceed with what I think of this feud. Disclaimer, this will be filled with my biased opinions. So click out if you don't want to hear them. I think there was a clear person who was in the wrong for this feud. And that was Remy Ma. I'm not saying she was wrong for releasing Sheether, even though I don't like the song. Her releasing a diss track is not the problem. But it's her actions outside of the feud that makes it wrong. Not wrong, but more on she's the one at fault, if you get what I'm saying. Because literally 1 week before Remy Ma dropped Sheether, she was just saying Nicki didn't do anything bad to her. And if she did have a problem with her, you would know. She's calling Nicki out for subliminally dissing her. But we can also pull out a bunch of your lyrics, Remy, which can be seen as subliminal disses towards Nicki. You know, I can say a lot of things about Lil Kim, but I will commend Lil Kim for being consistent.
She said it was things being done behind closed doors, but publicly it looked like she was backtracking a little bit here and there, backtracking. I mean, I don't know. That's it. How it looked to me.
Sticking to her word. Remy doesn't. I want to bring this clip back in.
No, seriously, I'm gonna say one last thing, and I'm not gonna discuss it anymore. This person, just based on what I've witnessed, is not a nice person. I learned anything from this, it made me realize that I have to be a certain way to everybody. Because so many people have been coming, and the things that I've been hearing, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna say that, please. Like, that's too much.
That's ironic coming from her, considering she's the one that went to jail for shooting a friend. And even in 2019, she got arrested for punching her fellow Love and Hip Hop co-star. Okay, I do want to bring up that this case was thrown out, but my point's
hold on, I think I remember that. I thought they said that was fake. I thought they said, like, the story continued and they found out that somebody was lying or something like that.
Stands. Now, this is my problem with a lot of the beef Nicki is involved in. People say she does a lot of shady stuff behind the scenes, but where's the proof? Remy was saying Nicki was stopping her bags from getting awards. Weren't you nominated for a Grammy for your song with Fat Joe? It's not Nicki's fault you weren't winning any awards. And if Nicki was stopping people from getting awards or into the red carpet, why didn't she target Iggy Azalea? Someone who has had more success and more sales than you did. People really ran with Remy's story even if she didn't have any proof. Remy lied on Nicki because Remy had no receipts and no legs to stand on with her claims. And I don't get Remy's reasoning for why she doesn't want to post her receipts. Because you have no problem airing out someone's dirty laundry, but you draw the line at posting the receipts, which will prove what you said is true. Huh? I do believe, above all else, her main motivation for Sheether is to get seen. Remy's motivation was to get her career back on track and revive it to new heights, and be the top female rapper, but she failed. Now, I'm not saying Nicki came off squeaky clean after Sheether, because she didn't. Sheether was the catalyst for the Nicki hate train. It was sort of like a snowball effect, and Sheether pushed it further. Also, I want to bring out this point from a channel called I'm Just Saying, and they said they believe Remy was paid to diss Nicki, and they believe Sheether was either pre-planned or given to her, and I agree with this. Let's note that Remy Ma had the
y'all was telling me that y'all was like y'all felt it was fake, the whole situation was really fake. I don't know.
Records. And the fact that Cardi's deal happened the same day Remy released Sheether is just proof of this. What I will say is, Remy is very mature and not catty. The fact that she can give an unbiased opinion towards Nicki after Sheether just speaks on her character. And I don't think Remy is a bad person necessarily. I just think it's sad that she kept on talking in her interviews about how men pit women against each other, and she let her be pitted against Nicki Minaj. Because I do believe it wasn't Remy's idea to diss Nicki. And the sad thing is, Remy is actually a good rapper. And if she didn't diss Nicki, I'll probably listen to her. Her song All The Way Up was a hit, and she really could have had a strong career without dissing Nicki. But now, that's all she's gonna be known for. Really, especially to the younger people. What do you think when I say Remy Ma? Do you think of the other 99% of her discography, or do you think about Sheether? At the end of the day, Remy Ma released Sheether as an attempt to get Nicki's crown and be at the top. But years later, Nicki's career isn't the one she sheethered. So those are my thoughts on this feud, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just want to say thank you.
Shout out to you. Y'all let me know if they even still beefing. I don't know. I see Cardi B got Remy Ma as her profile picture. I don't know what that's about. Hopefully that whole situation is like fully dead, because it'd just be a waste of time still trying to drag that out. But salute to both of them. Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, salute to both of them. Salute to everybody from the situation. Y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think, and let me know more details about this if anything was missed in this video. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for all the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.